guys. It is High Vibe Monday, July 8th, so you know what that means. Every Monday, I come on to channel a message from Spirit to you guys to help you get high vibing and living the life that you want. And then I carry it on with a customized intuitive tarot, maybe a little more channeling for each zodiac sign. So without further ado, let's get to the channeled message. So, High Vibe Monday, we're going to return back to that theme of being you. But instead of being you, be okay with wanting what you want. Be okay with wanting what you want. You want to know what's hot? The person who, I love art, I love this, I love that, whether it's even like exotic dancing. There's many types of exotic dancers, there's many levels of exotic dancing, but the one who mesmerizes and catches people, who even ones who wouldn't do that type of a thing, is the woman, is the male, is the person who fully, I love what it feels like when I'm moving on a pole. I love what it feels like when I have all those eyes of attention on me. I love what it feels like to move in my body. I love what it feels like when I wear these types of clothing or no clothing. I love the feeling of the wind hitting my full bare body. So we used an extreme example for you, because many of you are letting go of your dreams, are letting go of your passion, are letting your soul die because you're worried of, but what will mom think? But what will dad think? But what will my employer think? But what will my patients think? But what will, but what will, but what will? If you're not living at home under someone's roof, if you're not engaged in something that nourishes your soul, friendship, positive upliftment, if you're not sharing intimate time with them, whether that be sexual or not, if they're not financing you, their opinions don't matter. And do you want to be the person who can mesmerize people outside of your industry? Mesmerize people out of the sheer passion and enjoyment of what you do? Or do you want to be the person who hides and shrieks away from life out of fear of being judged, out of fear of being ostracized? Why not be willing to give it a go to, I love tarot cards, I love channeling, I love dancing, I love soccer, I love being a cop, I love being an athlete, I love being a model. Why not try giving it a go for 1 week, just this week? You know, I feel so shy, I've never said this before, but I like XYZ. Yeah, I don't know why I've never shared this with you before, but that's really my hobby. I love reading dystopian thrillers. I love reading sci-fi murders. I love reading coming to age stories. I love the typical hero's journey type of books. Because that's when you'll get people who've even known you for a long time. Oh, I didn't know that about you. Oh, that's really neat. You just became a new friend, a new human being with desires and wants. How much can you embrace being the you? Embrace what you like, even if you start out by just embracing it with yourself in the quiet moments. Everybody's gone. Maybe it's a thank goodness I'm single, or maybe it's a thank good the hubby's at work. I can now play with my crystals. I can now bring out that novel. I can now X, Y, Z. Give it a go and see if you could at least own it in your personal time. Maybe share it slightly with people. Because guys, it's not starting from here, nothing, to all in. When Kelly first started this, she was scared. She was afraid. She was, oh my God, my city's going to come with a pitchfork. They're going to come with a stake and they're going to burn me at the stake. She was genuinely terrified of that, to the point of trembling, to the point of she couldn't eat for 3 days. So we finally told her, why don't you start with a tarot card? Start with a tarot card on your Instagram. Start with a tarot card on your Instagram and just let us give a little bit of a message and see how it goes. Some people were, what the heck are those cards? I needed to hear that though. Some people were, what are you doing? Ha 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 ha. Other people were like, oh my God, I knew you were spiritual your whole life. I'm so glad you're coming out of like the spiritual closet. Girl, I needed this message. You're amazing. And they gave her validation. This is how you helped me today. Whatever reaction you're getting, Kelly just had that moment of her heart waking up. Oh my God, this is who I am. I now know I want to play with people who love this, people who love the way I channel, people who love the esoteric, people who love the, how did you know that? There's no way you could have known that. People who love the angels, crystals. She's like, I really love that. And I want those people towards me. Can you get that level of self? We're going to call it self-passion. There's all this talk of self-compassion, self-love, self-mastery, self-acceptance. But what about self-passion? This is who I am. This is what I love doing. And I want to sing it. I'm so passionate to get this out there. Now, for those of you who don't know what your world service is or your life service is, can you tap into something that brings you ultimate joy? That's the start of your life mission, whether it starts being something big with an audience like what Kelly's doing. When she first moved from California to Tennessee, she put all of her tarot cards, oracle cards, angel cards, crystals, she put them all in a box, and she circled duct tape around the box and went, this part of me has to stay hidden. And she put it away. 2 years later, when things weren't working out for her, because of course, whenever you're killing a part of yourself, hiding a part of yourself, that you even forget that side of you. She even stopped meditating. She really even kind of stopped conversing with us on her own. She used to just play with us. Go on a hike, she would just laugh with us with whatever we had to say. She would take our guidance for finding a job. She would take our guidance for getting a $20,000 pay raise. She would take our guidance for how to travel for 2 years in 37 states while only making $50,000, yet staying at homes that had backyards as 18-par golf courses. Sometimes it was just, hey, how can I make this more fun? Hey, how can I have a crazy, wicked, wild, luxury traveling experience while paying my debt off? So when she came back, and all we did when she's like, hey, what's going on? I went from that to now my life sucks. This sucks. This doesn't feel good. I forgot. Like, hello, help me. She'd been out of touch with us. We couldn't tell her this level of detail. And all we said was, go to that closet, go to that closet. She went to the closet. She opened the box and she just started crying, and she started feeling that enlivening coming back in her chest, her heart awakening. As she touched the cards and just looked at them and felt the energy, and then her energy shift went up, got high vibe, as you guys like to call it on Earth. And that's when she cried and went, I'm never going to hide who I am again. If a city, if a place doesn't like what I do, that's okay. I now know that I need to live somewhere where I can express this, though. So make the commitment with us now. I will never again hide off a part of myself so much that you could argue kill off a part of myself for the sake of approval from society. You may not be able to be open, public, loud, and proud about what you do, what you like with where you're at right now, but now that you've at least owned it in private, in secret, at least to yourself, now you're on the path of finding others who like that. Now you're on the path to... So with that, we invite Kelly to pull the cards for each sign. Libra, now we're on to your personal message for your zodiac sign right now. So let's check in and see what Spirit has to say. You're doing enough, you're doing enough, you're doing enough. You need to let go of the worry a bit. Just a little bit of an old patterning from childhood that's making you work a little harder than you need to be, making you double check when you don't need to double check. Am I really good enough? It's kind of time to just let thoughts like that disappear, Libra, because you are doing enough. So for you, our message is very short and sweet. It's, can you stand your sternum up, put your arms out, 60 seconds a day, just do the affirmation. I'm doing enough. 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 It feels good to know that I'm doing enough. I'm doing enough to hit my goals. I'm doing enough to prepare for my journey. I'm doing enough. I'm doing enough. I'm doing enough. I'm doing enough to reach my goal. I'm doing enough. I'm doing enough to reap the rewards of everything that I want. I'm doing enough to live the kind of lifestyle that I want. 60 seconds a day. Just try it out this whole week. We do guarantee for those of you, the few of you who will do it, by the end of the week, you will feel so much better. With that, we invite Kelly to pull 6 cards. Oh, wow, I see why they said that you're doing enough. Because, guys, you got the 9 of Wands, you got the 8 of Wands. So it's already kind of saying that whatever project you're doing right now, whether it's communication with a lover, whether it's a new client you're onboarding, whether it's a new job you're interviewing for, something new that you're, not necessarily new, but something that you're doing, it's just, you're feeling defensive based on the communication. So sometimes, when you are just starting like an employee relationship or a relationship with a potential mate, people can come across with this little edge, this little bit of a guard of, no, I know how this works. I need to own my worth at the very beginning. Otherwise, you're just going to trample all over me and use me. When you come in with that approach, though, you come across very like on edge, very on guard, very don't you take advantage of me. And that's not how you guys want to start a new relationship per se. It's got to be a little bit more of, I'm really loving where this conversation's going. I love the project. I love how I can contribute. And I've really thought about what would make me feel comfortable stepping in and taking a bigger role in this project, and when it's a good time for you, I'd love to share that with you. For me, compensation is actually pretty important to me. About this much would be wonderful. Perks are important to me. It's more of a sharing of, I know what we're trying to take this closer step together to be on the same team. You don't want to start that on the same team with this adversarial, I had to defend and speak up for myself so much. That's like asserting boundaries, like a no, don't do this bad thing to me. Instead of, hey, this is my preference. I know what's really important to me, and I know what I value, and I know what really motivates me. And here's the things that I need to like knock it out of the park for you guys. You see a little bit of a difference between the two? So, because it kind of looks like, you're also having a little bit of a duel, a little bit of a battle, more of like an internal battle of like, do you want to follow tradition or do you kind of want to start your own path? Because you got the 9 of Wands, 8 of Swords, the Hierophant, Knight of Swords, the High Priestess, and the 2 of Swords. So there's a little bit of, right now you're kind of going the path of tradition. That might look something like, in a love relationship, okay, I'm thinking this has to go to marriage. Or it might look like you're following in maybe one of your parents' footsteps for your career. Or maybe you're starting to succumb to the pressure of your family to get a real job. It's just this new thing that you're doing. You're feeling very defensive and you're kind of taking out on the other person that you're in communication with instead of just recognizing that you're doing what you think you should be doing versus what you really want to be doing. If you at least can acknowledge that, like, yeah, I'm just doing this to make my parents happy. Yeah, I'm just doing this because everyone says you should be doing this. If you at least go in with that, like, cognizant, aware, conscious, that's when you can make the best of the situation. If you kind of turn a blind eye and, like, take it out on the person you're partnered with, you're setting this shit up to fail, Libra. So just kind of recognize that the little bit of defensiveness is actually your inner being, your internal spirit guide telling you that you don't actually want to do this. Sometimes, guys, if you got to make money, you got to make money, Sometimes if you got to do things, you got to do it. But while you're doing it, fix your energy, fix your vibe so that the next thing you do, it's more passionate, it's more enlivening, it's more enriching, it's more positively encouraging. So do whatever you got to do right now to, like, take care of yourself and survive, but, like, kind of work on your energy so that you can kind of move forward. Because the Knight of Swords, the High Priestess, and the 2 of Swords, it's kind of just letting you know that, like, you're in tune with what you want to do. You're in tune with what you really actually want to do. But you've got the Knight of Swords on one side of the High Priestess and the 2 of Swords on the other side. So even though you know what you want to do and your intuition is guiding you that way, you just feel like it's going to be a battle to do what you really want to do. You feel like there'll be kind of conflicts with others. So it's kind of just putting you in the situation of, in this hand, I have to balance what I want, and in this hand, I have to balance what other people in my life want for me, whether they're, friends, family, teachers. And it's just kind of like putting you in this unfair juggling act. It's just this unfair Juggling act. Do I make my parents, my family, my kids, my husband happy, or do I make myself happy? You feel like it's that kind of a juggle. So this is like a whole new topic for you guys. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, so it kind of looks like what you're viewing that juggling act as. They're either happy, I'm either happy. The Two of Swords, I clarified with the Two of Cups and the Hermit. So that's definitely letting you know that what feels like a conflict, what feels like I have to sacrifice this so my family feels good, if you would kind of take the time to go within, do an inner child meditation. You can go to, I have a free one on YouTube, type in How to Be Confident, Kelly Lunt, Inner Child, and the meditation will come right up. When you kind of dig within and ask, like, the part of me that doesn't want to do this, you could either do the meditation or you could do this. This is called integration work. The part of me that doesn't want to take this job, the part of me that doesn't want to marry this person, the part of me that doesn't want to take my daughter to pony school, pony camp, whatever it is, talk to me now. Why don't you want to do it? So that you really take that time, Hermit. Because if you go within and go, what's the part of me that doesn't want this? What's the part of me that's resisting this? That's when you're going to get the clarifying needs of yours so that you can express them. The, hey, you know, babe, I really want to send our daughter to like pony camp. I can pay for it, da da da, but I need to know that you can handle these other bills so we can send her. Instead of an attacking like, why aren't you sending our daughter to pony camp? Like, you should be taking care of it. Do you kind of see the difference of the types of conversations? So if you would but take a moment, withdraw a little bit, go meditate on your own, go to the sauna by yourself, go to the spa by yourself, go walk, whatever you want to do where you can just get complete mental clarity just to let your thoughts kind of run, maybe journal. Go within and talk to the part of you that's resisting this change, and you're going to get all the clarity you need, guys. So Libra, hope you liked your weekly message. If you liked the message, go ahead and give me a thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you'd like to stay updated for all the beautiful content on this channel. If you'd like to work a little bit more up close and personal with me, you can join my High Vibe, my exclusive High Vibe Club. I have 2 levels that you can choose to come play in. There's the do-it-yourself level where you get access to hundreds of hours of pre-recorded content, weekly updated content, as well as you get to submit questions that I make exclusive content just for you guys in the High Vibe Club. And that's only $12.99 per month, month to month, no contract. If you guys want a little bit more interaction, I have the interactive level, which is $99 per month, again, month to month, no contract. And with that, you get a live virtual synchronization workshop every single month. And for the do-it-yourselfers, you get access to a recording of the workshop. If you guys are looking for a little bit more up close and personal interaction, I do have some all-day intensives that I hold at a beautiful plush luxury hotel in town right next to a luxury spa where you will get a treatment, you will get maybe a sound healing, maybe we'll do smudging during your spa treatment. You will get an intensive with me completely resetting and channeling for you. Your vibes, your emotions will be completely reset so that you're going back on the right track in life. You're back in the flow, you're back in the synchronistic flow of just good thing after good thing after good thing after good thing. If you need that reset, come hang out with me for a weekend. Shoot me an email at kelly@kellylunt.com or go to kellylunt.com/apply and tell me a little bit about what's going on so we can get on the phone and see if this is right for you. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.